Hello, everyone. My name is Stacey Cohen. I'm a licensed professional counselor and spiritual life coach at the Center for Soulful Presence. And I have had this creative brainchild, and I want to start a series where I interview friends and people out in the community, people that I know that are doing really amazing work right now during these really unique times. And basically, I want to share the good news. And I want to share what's alive. What's alive for me, what's alive for you. I want to hear from the audience as well. I want to hear what's alive for you today. Because there's a lot of news out there. And it seems kind of bleak sometimes. You watch your social media feed and you start doing that for a while, and the next thing you know, you're not feeling so good. I specialize in working with empaths and highly sensitive people, and one of the things that I teach is sharing how to interface with the collective consciousness, or collective unconsciousness for that matter. And so, since everyone is on a different vibration, everyone is in a different stage of their personal growth and development towards their mastery, I want to share some various ways that people are learning how to navigate these waters. Yes, we've had viruses before in our history, and yet I just feel like this particular time has been like no other. And I've always felt a little different. Even growing up, I've felt like my perspective was different. I was noticing things that other people weren't noticing. I was feeling things that other people weren't feeling, at least in my immediate circle. And it was really unaffirming, to be quite honest. And so I spent a long time questioning how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. And I don't know, maybe about 2 years ago, I just basically like started to feel like, there might be something to this. So I started an empath school at the Center for Soulful Presence, and that is what is very alive for me still to this day. I've got classes that I teach, and the students are amazing, and I'm inspired every class, and I just want to spread the love. And I also want to share what I've learned being a highly sensitive person, being an empath, being able to feel other people's feelings, being able to tap into their essence, and how to best utilize this gift that I have, that at times have felt like a curse because I was absorbing so much and taking it on. And so my hope is that the work that I'm doing, the work that I'm going to share with the world, is going to assist other people who are similar, who feel the same way, and find some relief. And find a way to feel empowered and how to utilize your gifts so that you don't feel like it's a curse. So that is my hope, that's my intention. And I'm going to make contact with other people that are doing some amazing work so that we can all see and really be able to mirror and see ourselves more clearly. And that's one of the key things that I talk to my classes about, is that for empaths, they are shiny and they are mirrors for other people. However, other people who aren't empaths are not. mirrors for empaths. And so a lot of times it's like if someone's having a hard time, I'll think that I'm having a hard time. And what I'm doing is I'm really just feeling their hard time. So that can be incredibly challenging. And when you're inundated with other people's energy, then it's really challenging to feel your own and get to know what your values are and what you like and what you want to do, because you're always like being moved around by what others are doing. Now, even more than ever, we are tuned in and tapped into what other people are doing. And what happens for an empath who is uninformed of some of the empath jujitsu skills that you can learn is that you wind up getting killed. And codependency is probably one of the prime examples of feeling as if you are the problem. And I'm not saying that don't create their own problems for themselves. I'm just saying that a lot of times, like what one of my favorite speakers, Matt Kahn, speaks about is to blame the experiencer. And I think part of why that is, I'm experiencing something. I'm going to blame me for it as if it was my fault. For so long, I didn't think I liked myself. And I always picked up on people who didn't like themselves. And so when that happened, I would be like, myself? And I'd kind of question it. And yet, I would be picking up on people who had some disdain for themselves. And then sometimes I would also think, they don't like me. So for a long time, I thought, I don't like me, and they don't like me. Nobody likes me. And it's really like the farthest thing from the truth. And the way that I was able to distinguish between the two was that whether it was them or me, was that when I would go away from them, I wouldn't feel that way. When I go back towards them, I would feel that way. And it would happen again and again and again. And finally, I was like, I think I'm feeling them. And again, I didn't have very many mirrors to help me to understand myself and the way that I absorbed, digested, and processed information. So just like there are right brainers and there are left brainers and process information differently, so does an empath. And this is not to say that one way of processing information is better than the other. And I think sometimes like that has been an air around calling oneself an empath. Oh, you think you're special, you get some gifts, da, 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 da. No, this is how I process information. I spent a long time also feeling stuff from people that weren't ready to process the information that I was picking up from them, because it was from their subconscious. And the subconscious only allows stuff to come up that is ready to be processed. And so I used to think, oh, I'm the truth sayer, and oh boy, did I get myself in a lot of trouble. And it also affected my relationships. So what I've learned thus far is that just because I get that information does not mean that it is my job to be the informer. So then what do you do with it? What do you do with that information? But I know, like I used to say to my mom, like, you're mad. She was mad on a subconscious level. I'm mad, or don't tell me how to feel. I'm telling you, I feel your anger. And it was denied. And so, what I didn't realize was that was disrespectful. Because love is letting others voluntarily evolve. And it wasn't my job to like poke that out. And then she would wind up being mad. So, and then it was on me. So, with that being said, what do you do with the information that you pick up as an empath? And in essence, you know, there's probably some connection, that feeling or a resonance, or maybe there was a time in your life where you were like, if you're picking up anger or you're picking up dislike, where you were really struggling with those feelings. And so the question is, what is the thing that you wish that you would have heard during that time frame? Hey, your feelings matter too. Or, you know, a lot of times with anger, it's like, you know, needing to be heard or the fear of someone not getting their needs met. So it'll be, hey, your needs matter. You matter. I appreciate you. And sometimes with anger, it's like feeling disempowered. You are powerful. And what happens is when I say the thing to that person who needs to hear that thing, I get the medicine too. Because imagine if I'm sending love, L-O-V-E, and it's coming through here, coming down, out through my mouth, I receive the medicine. And when I receive the medicine first, I'm not ever going to give with resentment. Because a lot of times empaths say, oh, I'm a giver, I'm a nurturer, and all I do is give. And, you know, I'm tired. Why should I give that person who's being so, you know, inflamed? Well, because people deserve more kindness, more love when they're hurting. Like, if you have a cut on your hand, you're not gonna like, right, Paul, the comment, pouring salt on injury. Not what we need. What we need is gentleness, care. And if someone really is acting so harmfully, it just means that they need more time to heal, walk away, take some time, take a breather, go do something else. But you can send some care and appreciation for them teaching you where to be, or showing you that you love yourself enough to walk away. That's big. Or you can totally blame yourself because you're feeling their anger and their frustration and their pain inside your body, and then you're going to mirror back what they're doing. Let me show you how you're acting. If they were there, they'd be there. And we don't need to lower ourselves down to the doormat. You know, if someone's working at that frequency, and then we get toxified too. So, the name of the game is to elevate ourselves. And when we make these loving choices and loving behaviors, we're working at a different frequency. And ultimately, bottom line is we're feeling better about ourselves. Because when I'm acting out of a place of love, I'm definitely going to like myself better. So I just wanted to share, you know, my love for this work, helping other empaths elevate themselves and help to deal with challenging times, and also really to send the message that like we really are powerful. All of us are really powerful. And the question is, what are we going to do with it? What are we going to do with the fact that we have access to some really powerful energy, and whatever you want to call that? I'm not dictating that to anyone. But if empaths can feel a lot, they also can get out a lot. But a lot of empaths are like, no, not me, I'm just little old me, let me hide. It's the farthest thing from the truth. So, the invitation is to share something kind with someone who looks like they're having a hard time, instead of lashing out, trying to show them how they're being. It's not the answer. And ultimately, when we're acting out and we're acting wretched, it's like we need to be shown love. We need to be encouraged so that we can elevate, right? That's the whole point. So that we can all continue to evolve, and we can help each other do that. So during these times, and if you see people fighting with each other about ideals and a mask, no mask, quarantine, no quarantine, this politician, that politician, this cause, the other cause, too much this, too little that. Let's, instead of shooting each other like evil-eyed darts, let's shoot each other some love darts. Because if someone's really in pain and someone's really struggling, they need some loving messages their way. And if you can lift another human up and give them a hand, please, I encourage you to do so. So I'm in deep gratitude for, being allowed to share freely my voice and what's important to me, what's alive for me today. And I'm really excited about this series. And so I'm going to start putting out recorded Zoom sessions. It'll probably be about 20 minutes each. And I'm going to share them with the world. I know some really awesome people, and I want to introduce them to the world so that we can all see how powerful and instrumental we can be in building this new earth and, ushering in this new paradigm. There are challenging times, and they're also really, really amazing. So, may be blessed, may have peace and health and connection, and may you see that you really are powerful. Even when we're feeling powerless, we can be empowered and tap into choices that really assist the whole. And we do make a difference. And even if you're just saying something kind at home, and even if you feel frustrated and talking to a family member, or friend, or whoever, if someone's irritating you, to allow that authenticity to come through, where, yes, you still want to speak your truth, and at the same time, if we can do it lovingly, and know that when we are saying that, we are spreading more love into the world, that has a ripple effect. That. Until next time, I'm Stacey.